This video presents an overview of the cognition measures available in ELSA. Cognition is the mental action or intellectual process of acquiring, understanding, and using knowledge or information through thinking, experience, and the senses, by which, for instance, human behaviours can be adapted to new situations. Cognition involves different cognitive processes, which can be divided into 6 basic neuropsychological domains, including learning and memory, visuospatial and motor function, attention or concentration, language, executive functioning, and social cognition or emotions. Each domain contains specific functions which provide individuals with basic and more complex capabilities that determine personal intellectual skills and knowledge. ELSA benefits from various cognitive tests measuring domains such as memory, orientation, attention, language, and executive functions. We also have informant evaluations of respondents' thinking abilities and everyday functioning in familiar environments. As you can see from this slide, whereas data on immediate and delayed memory and orientation are collected regularly at every single wave, other measures were skipped at certain waves. In the following slides, we will give you a few examples of tests used to assess respondents' memory. Memory can be defined as the storage of learned information for retrieval and potential future use. Memory represents the ability to recall information, personal experiences and procedures, that is, skills and habits. There are a variety of tests commonly used to assess memory. ELSA assesses respondents' memory using verbal learning tests, testing of orientation in time, and prospective memory tests, as well as a subjective evaluation of the respondent's memory. In ELSA, a verbal learning test is used to evaluate immediate and delayed memory. In this assessment, participants are asked to remember a list of words. They are presented with one of 4 alternative lists, containing 10 common words, such as sky, ocean, or child. To ensure a standardized procedure, the list is presented by the computer, using a taped voice, and preceded by a volume check to ensure that the respondent can hear it okay. Respondents are then asked to recall these 10 words, both immediately and after a short delay. Orientation in time was ascertained in ELSA by a number of questions about the date of the interview, such as what month of the year is the interview taking place. These questions are part of the so-called mini mental state examination, which is used in numerous studies of aging. Finally, prospective memory concerns memory for future actions, and it is also known as remembering to remember. To assess this, respondents are informed about an action that they would be asked to carry out later during the interview. Finally, at all waves, respondents are also asked to self-assess their memory, both at the time of the interview and compared to the previous assessment. These questions provide an indication of whether the respondent is worried about their memory, and whether they think their memory is deteriorating over time. These are important questions as they may be indicative of objective cognitive decline. In addition to the cognitive measures available in the main ELSA waves, ELSA benefits from a specialised sub-study on cognitive functioning designed with the aim of ascertaining cognitive impairment and dementia in international studies of aging. The name of this sub-study is the Harmonised Cognitive Assessment Protocol, or Hcap, which is part of the International Healthy Cognitive Aging Project funded by the National Institute on Aging, or NIA. The main scope of this study is to implement a harmonised protocol to assess dementia and mild cognitive impairment in population studies across the world. This sub-study will also contribute to the development of the diagnostic algorithm for dementia. The Hcap sub-study in ELSA was carried out in 2018 between waves 8 and 9 on 1,273 people aged 65 and older. The extensive battery of neuropsychology tests included a lengthy clinical assessment with each respondent. This sub-study is based on 2 independent interviews, one with the respondent and one with an informant, which could be a friend or a family member. This slide shows the majority of the battery of cognitive tests and questions included in the Hcap interview of both the respondent and their informant. The cognitive tests and questions included, among others, the mini mental state exam, the questions created by the 1066 Dementia Research Group, as well as tests on logical memory. If you think that ELSA could be a useful resource for your studies and for your research, please visit the page Resources, in which you can find additional videos on how to access the data, what are the main areas of study and measures collected so far, and what information is collected in the self-completion questionnaire, in the life history interview, and during the nurse visit. You can also find more information about the Hcap sub-study, including sample design, weighting, and the questionnaires. Please visit the page Hcap. Thanks for your attention, and we hope you'll join the community of ELSA users.